Oh, hello there. I'm John Green and you're about to watch a video of me talking at 25 miles per hour about something you probably don't understand. This is Crash Course 2.0. My name is Jasmine and this is our first episode of Crash Course 2.0 and we'll be talking about the Romanov family. The Romanovs were the ruling family over Russia from 1894 to 1917 and were famously known for mysteriously vanishing in 1918. It was later found out that the entire family had been executed. There were rumors, however, that one of the daughters, Anastasia, managed to escape. Hey everyone, where have you been?
Shh! It's Anastasia.
Well, Anastasia, since you're here, tell me how it was growing up in the Romanov family.
I was born in Petrograd, Russia, in June of 1901. I was the daughter of the last Russian Tsar Nicholas. My mother, Alexandra Fyodorovna, was a Danish princess, and I led a privileged life with them as my parents. I grew up with 3 sisters, Olga, Tatiana, and Maria, and one brother named Alexis.
But Alexis, the only male heir to the throne, was sick with a blood disease called hemophilia. This caused him to bleed excessively without stopping if he were cut. Genetic diseases were very common in royal families due to incest because royal families like to keep the bloodline very inclusive.
My family didn't tell anyone because we were afraid it would make the Russian people see us as weak.
Then, Anastasia, tell me what happened. What did your family do?
There was a man named Gregory Rasputin who said that he could heal my brother of his sickness. One time, Alexis became so sick that we asked for Rasputin's help, and my brother was healed. Then he became one of our family's trusted advisors.
Rasputin was a mysterious man who had a reputation as a healer. In 1908, when Alexis was extremely sick, it seemed like Rasputin healed him, but in reality, he just stopped the bleeding. After that, Tsar Nicholas' wife, Alexandra, really began to support Rasputin, and they became almost too close for comfort, because there were rumors that they were having an affair. What? Am I talking to everyone now?
Anyway, here's the creepy part. On December 29, 1916, some royals who were suspicious of Rasputin deceived him into coming to their palace, and they fed him wine and cakes that were infused with cyanide. Apparently, the poison had no effect on him, so they shot him and assumed he was dead. But after he was left for dead, Rasputin came back to life and tried to escape the palace, and was then shot and beaten again. Then they wrapped him in a carpet, still alive, and threw him into a freezing river. Finally, he died.
And before he died, Rasputin was somehow knew that people would be suspicious of him and eventually try to kill him. So he wrote to Tsar Nicholas that if he were to be killed, him and his entire family would be killed by the Russian people, and that came true.
Months later, things would start to get really bad. In March 1917, the February Revolution happened.
Protesters took to the streets of Petrograd, now called St. Petersburg, and demanded bread because they were so poor and hungry.
Yeah, let's just say Nicholas wasn't the best at human rights.
So on March 2nd, 1917, Tsar Nicholas was forced to abdicate, and eventually the Bolsheviks, led by Lenin, took power of Russia. The Romanov family was exiled to Siberia, and a year later they moved to a more livable place.
But by the summer of 1918, late in the night, the Tsar and his family were ordered to rush down to the cellar of the house where they were being kept. They were ambushed by armed men, and anyone who was not killed after the gunfire was stabbed to death.
So that wraps that up. Thank you for watching this episode of Crash Course. We done?
Yeah.
So Anastasia, tell me, did you really escape like you did in the movie? I hate this.
Really?
Really.
Oh my damn it, Shane.
No, you don't have to say all that.
I don't. That's what
No. That's when there's a slideshow and there's like pictures and you're just gonna have your voiceover saying that. What you're gonna be saying now is
It's Anastasia. Can you tell me how it was living with the Romanovs?
Well,